Hey, welcome back. So, today's topic will be I was hungry. Hunger is a hell of a thing. You ever been so hungry? Okay, the worst kind of hunger is you're there laying down, you're so hungry, but you're so lazy to get up. You know that kind? Where hunger hits different that time when you just don't want to get up. So, I was hungry. I often tell you about planning, make plans. If you want to do something, you plan it. So, I wanted to tell you about my hunger. And so, I planned it. I planned my notes, I jot them down so that I could share with you. So, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I planned. These are what I planned. So, don't worry about it when you see me looking down, okay? Yeah. Okay. So, as a little girl, I had three goals I wanted to achieve. One was to become a bank teller. The second one was to enter a pageant, the national pageant, the St. Kitts Nevis National Queen pageant. And the third one was own my own business. So these were all up to me. They weren't up to anybody. They weren't up to my mother, my father, my cousins, nobody. They were up to me. They were my goals and I wanted to achieve them. I knew what I wanted, but what was I going to do to achieve them? Out of these three goals, sorry, out of these three goals, guess how many I achieved? Two. Only two out of these three goals I got. I was hungry, yes, but not that hungry for the pageant. So I got the first goal and the third goal. The first one, I wanted to be a bank teller. When I was a little girl, I used to be watching TV a lot and I saw like movies with banks and I thought being a bank teller is cool. You sit there pretty, talking to customers and count money, look all fancy. Yeah, so I wanted to do that. That was my job. I was going to start small as a teller, then with customers, speaking with a smile. I remember I was thinking about it. I was in grade 6. I had quiet time because majority of my classmates, they went to the Logo ship, you know the Logo ship, the book boat that comes and they sell you all kind of books. They went to that, but I didn't go. I remember I was there in class and I was thinking that I want to be a teller when I grow up. I remember that. Years later, I applied to a few companies and only one answered my call. And guess what kind of company it was? It was a bank. So I did my interview and everything. Then I was there. Goal unaccomplished. 2 years down. I was a bank teller. Next. Okay, pageantry. Pageantry meant everything to me. I love watching pageants on the television. I would watch Miss World. I would watch Miss America, USA. I would watch those pageants in Antigua. And I just loved how you're supposed to carry yourself like a young lady. That was also my, carry myself like a young lady, be a queen, look all pleasant and nice, classy. That was me. So I watched regional pageants, local pageants, international pageants. I believed in the princess life. I believed in looking and behaving like a lady. I did not get there though. I did not eat that fruit, but I did get a taste. When I was in high school, I went into, like, we had a pageant. It was like first time in 10 years that they were gonna have a pageant for the school. So I entered. And at least I can say I came queen. I was Miss Keon High 2003 to 2004. So I did accomplish my goal a little bit, just on a lower level. I got a taste of it, but I just didn't go further. Now look, I was so prepped for this. for entering into the national pageant. I told my close people that I would enter the pageant the following year after I finished university. I had a plan. But life comes with choices. I was presented with two options: return home after I graduate and start prepping for the pageant, or stay in America and apply for that job attachment thing and work for a year. If I do this though, I will be over 25. The limit for pageant should be 25, I think. So if I do that, when I get back home, I'm going to be over the pageant's age limit. Well, every choice has a consequence, whether it be good or bad. Choices and consequences. What do I do? What do you think I did? I had to figure out which one would improve my life the most. It was not such a hard choice. I chose to stay and work, gain some experience, life experience, work experience. I forsaked my dream. That was like, I just wanted to be queen. I forsaked my dream, my goal, my love. I never beat myself up though. I just pushed through to my other goal. Don't ever beat yourself up if you didn't achieve your goal. You just keep pushing. Get a plan B, get something else that will motivate you. So, goal 3. Own my own business. I've had it in me all my life. I've been making money since I was a little girl. Trust me. I used to make and sell pizza, like $3 a slice. I would go up the road on a Saturday with my cousin, and I would try and sell these pizzas that I made myself. I would try to sell them. Then I would cry when nobody buys any of my pizza. Oh my god. I can't take shame. But maybe I couldn't then. I was still a little girl. I want my pizza to sell. Why isn't anybody buying my pizza? You don't want no pizza? Why you want black pudding and not pizza? My nice tasty pizza. It's only $3. Anyway. Another way I used to make money. I used to sew. My mom sews, so I looked at her and I wanted to do what she does. Yeah. I wanted to be like her and better. So, you know what I was gonna do? I sewed. I had paying customers even before I entered high school. So when I was in high school, I didn't even do home economics or sewing. No, it was sewing. I don't remember the name of the class, but I didn't do it because I was already making money. So the best thing for me to do was to do business subjects so that I can learn how to manage my money. And so I sewed and altered clothing for paying customers. There was a moment when I used to do nails, acrylic nails and pedicures. That was my side job while I was working in the bank, and then I continued it a little more like when I went to university, but not that great. Then when I was working in the university, I really hated my job, and it was like you couldn't do more than 40 hours. Is it? I think the main requirement is like 80 hours for a normal person, but if you're a student and you're not from there, you can only do 40 hours. So you know you ain't making no money, and you only get minimum wage that is like $7.25. But I hated it. It was like an inconvenience to me, but I needed the money, so I had to go. But along the line, like I used to do my own hair, and people would ask me like if I could do their hair. So I was like, this is interesting. I can start doing hair for customers, paying customers. And so I started doing hair. I advertised on Craigslist and Facebook, but Craigslist was Most important because I would be able to reach out to the Texan community. I was in Texas and that worked. So I did weave for both black and white customers, and I did braids. I plait braids. I was a platter. Yes, I did hair. Imagine that. I also used to do locks. I used to twist locks, style them up, and all of that. And if I didn't know how to do something, YouTube is there. I would go on YouTube and I would research it, look at what they're doing, and practice it and do it. There's nothing that you cannot learn right now. YouTube has everything. You gotta use your resources wisely. So I've been making money practically all my life. Why am I still poor? What am I doing with my money? Ugh. Guess that's another goal I need to do. I need to be like, goal number 4, save more money. So I guess I'm talking too much now. But when I came back home from school, I did my schooling, then I did the work for a year, and then I came home. And when I came home, the opportunity was there for me to start a business. So I was like, let me sign up. There was this loan program. And so SIDF was doing this seed program, and I signed up, and I was like, did my interview, and everything went well. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna take you. So it was a training course. They teach you how to do accounting, marketing, all kind of things they teach you. I already learned this stuff, but it was good to have a refresher so that like you going in and you realize that what you learned in school was actually beneficial, and now here is where you use it. So that was good. So I set up my business and I sew in, and now I am 5 years in. Oh, it feels so good to have done 5 years. Sometimes I can't believe it, and then sometimes I'm like, I look back on my pictures of stuff that I've made and I'm like, whoa, I made all those stuff. Wow, I can't believe I did that. That looked so hard to make. How did I even get that done? But life happens, right? Yeah, so you just have to set your goals, plan how you're gonna achieve them. It's best if you write it down, because when you write it down, it like resonates in your mind, and you able to go back on it. You see it and you're like, oh yeah, I need to go and do this. And just research. If you don't know what to do, what you're gonna do, how to go about it, just research. Everything is on the internet, really. Yeah, so that's me, a little bit about me. I guess other videos I'm gonna just share a little bit more, little by little, you know. Have a good night. I'm done.